sit down.
Christmas Eve. Merry effing Christmas. I don't know, it sounds so better if you say it that way, right?
Somebody's got a hangover.
Hey, on my defense, I have no idea why. I'm not the guy who drinks a lot, you know what I mean? But like if I go out and just, go out hang out with friends, it's a different, I don't know. It's so different. And then like, oh man. But hey, it was a fun night. Japan 4. You gonna ask me how that was?
Well, I kind of have an idea of how that was.
Fantastic. I was worried about the not new lead singer, but hey, he did a good job. Fuck, he rocked it. He did well. Terrain was really good.
Yeah.
It wasn't as big as a turnout that we hoped, but I met some new people and saw some old friends, and it was great, really great. The place is, like I said, the place was small and not many people showed up because Gorilla Pack played at Trippin', and they kind of stole the show, if you will. You know what I mean? So
Excuses.
Well, I'm just saying. The lead singer, Eddie Collins, who sang at the Trippin' Billies for Japan 4 last time, is a lead singer for Gorilla Pack, so people are going to go see him. You know what I mean? But hey, whatever. They still put on a kick-ass show. Everyone was active at everyone who was there was on their feet and, dancing, having fun. Now, I do got to talk about the first band, though.
So obviously you did go.
I did go.
Yesterday at the show, there was question whether you were going to go or not.
Well, I don't know. I had finished a pot roast. And, everyone knows
How'd that come out?
Horrible. Well, I mean, it was good, but it's just, I don't know. I don't deserve to cook. I don't deserve to cook at all. But anyways, the first band that played last night, I forgot the name of the band, but oh my God. The biggest political band, punk rock. It was that old school grunge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were really, the performance was well. I liked the acting, but the music, I couldn't stand. For the first time in my life.
Wait,
I wish I had
you
earplugs.
couldn't stand music?
I couldn't stand that music. No, I don't know. I wasn't getting into it, but the performance was well.
Was it? Let me ask you this: was it because of the music you didn't like, or
Yeah,
was it because the band you weren't familiar with, and you were there to see Japan 4, so your expectations were so high for Japan 4 that the band fell short, and that's why you think you didn't like?
I think that's what it was. My ears were tuned into Japan 4, punk rock, modern punk rock, if that makes sense.
Right.
Silverstein, bands like that. But they now, granted, the first band had originals. They wrote their own stuff, but the political standpoint that they were trying to go at was just ridiculous. The one song, it started out "Kill the Rich." I lost it. Like, I couldn't breathe. I laughing that hard. And let me give an example. It was like, "Kill the rich, kill," stuff like that. It was, I was like dying. And but yeah, other than that, it was a good night though. Like I said, I met new people, and drinks were a little bit expensive at that bar. I don't know, I didn't like it, but
Where was this again?
Coal Mine Tap Room.
Oh.
It was all right. It's a decent place. Decent.
Is that the one where you go in the back, downstairs in the basement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That used to be, I forget the name of it. Years ago, I used to DJ in that.
No shit.
Quite a bit, yeah. Quite a bit. And the band years ago that I not managed, but was dealing with, played there a couple times, too.
Yeah.
But it went through so many different owners. It's all a new thing every day.
Oh, shit. God. Feedback. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, the place was great.
Move your cigarette, because all you're getting is smoke all over in the camera.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. The service is great. The bartender, the guy that was bartending, when the bands were setting up, the bartender was sitting with Gary and I, talking football, and that was see stuff like that. Like it was a show, but the bartender was like still willing to talk football. It was pretty cool, So
Speaking of, we got a pretty big weekend this weekend, huh?
do I?
Yeah, Trenton Cole
Oh,
retiring
talking about
after,
the Eagles. Yeah.
after
So,
tomorrow.
yep, Trent Cole's done. He's retiring. I mean, he put his dues in
Hey, he's been with the Eagles a couple of years.
for a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
Yep. And he deserves the outgoing respect and
Absolutely.
the goodbyes. And now is he playing? The
I just find it weird. Why is he? They know he made. Philly knows they made the playoffs.
Right.
Okay. So why is he retiring the game before the last game of the year? Why doesn't he finish it out and go into the playoffs? And because you know what's going to suck. I'm not saying Philly's going to get the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're not going to get the Super Bowl. But let's just play devil's advocate and say Philly gets the Super Bowl. He's not going to get a ring because he didn't play in the game.
Yeah, well, he'll still get a ring. Yeah.
He retired from Philly. He's no longer at Philly.
I guarantee he's going to get a ring, but there's something internal.
But the point is,
happening.
wouldn't you as a person, say you were Trenton Cole, wouldn't you as a person, if you got a ring, feel more attached and more privileged to wear that ring if you were part of the game, not sitting on your ass at home watching it on TV?
I honestly think there's something internal happening.
There must be, because I can't see Philly doing this good as they are, and all of a sudden you have one of their best players retiring right before the end and out of the playoffs. Something doesn't seem right. So I think
he had some personal problems, and they had to make a guy active.
That could be. But there's something
changes.
behind other than just him retiring.
Yeah, I honestly think it's probably like some kind of family matter, if that or injury. But it can't be really an injury because he's.
Well, if it was injury, if it's an injury, he wouldn't be playing today.
But no, what if it's not a serious injury? It's just he's getting old, and he felt like, okay, well, the guy behind me, the second string or whatever, needs to go active. So I'm going to retire and let that guy step up and finish the season. Fresh legs.
Who is behind him? Do you know?
I don't remember. God, I can't think of who it was. But you got to think of it this way. It could be a brilliant idea because it's fresh legs, and we need fresh legs. We're going through so many injuries.
Now he played this. He played with the Philly this whole season, and he made it this whole season. He was part of the team that made it there. So fresh legs or not, what about the rest of the team? They need fresh legs too. So one guy isn't going to make that difference, but I think he should. I don't know. I'm not him. So
Doug Peterson is not in it for the pride, if you will. I think he's I can't pronounce it right now. Holy shit. The strategy.
Strategizing.
Yeah, right. I think he's more looking into making sure we get to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, and win that. So, like I said before, I think there's something internal, right? Say, hey, man, just retire. This is your last season anyway, so you might as well retire now. Get some fresh legs in. You will still get a ring. Because, Trent Cole got him this far, so he deserves some recognition, don't you think?
Absolutely.
So I think it's just it's a strategy.
You're right, but the purpose of the Super Bowl ring is playing in the Super Bowl. You won it's the game. All of this is leading up to the game.
I disagree.
And he didn't play. I mean, if he gets the ring, great. He still deserved it because he brought the team
right.
this. I'm not saying the dude doesn't deserve it.
Right.
But if you don't play in the game, how can you be recognized as a person playing in the game?
Well, that's easy, Kevin. All you have to do is look at him and say, "Hey, thanks for taking us this far."
Oh, he's an awesome.
He's
awesome player.
And if they win the Super Bowl, people are going to go up to him and say, "Hey, Trent Cole, I know you didn't play the Super Bowl. Thanks for getting us this far. Thanks for getting us in the playoffs."
Exactly. That I give you.
So yeah, it's just I think it's simply a it's just straight out strategy. They had to move some players around, make some players active. And like I said, it's his last season anyway.
Well, hey, I just know my Jacksonville. Whoop, whoop.
Let's go, Jacksonville.
Either
I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for them.
They're the underdog.
Yeah, let's go, Jacksonville.
All we need is one win or Tennessee to lose. Either or.
Tennessee's going to lose today.
And we clinched the division.
Tennessee is definitely going to lose today.
It's the first time in like 10 years.
Yeah, but still, like you guys never been to the Super Bowl either. So
no, we've been to the playoffs. We have been to the playoffs.
Jacksonville's AFC, right?
Yes, AFC
okay,
South.
so Jacksonville versus Philly. Let's go.
No, I see. The wife even said that. The wife's a big Philly fan, and the wife said that. I'm like, I don't know.
Now,
about
my
that.
question to you, Kevin. Now, if Jacksonville and Philly ends up face to face in, where the hell is it this year?
Minnesota, I think.
No, Indianapolis, I think, isn't it?
No,
Minnesota, whatever.
I think it's Minnesota.
Okay, so if they face there, are you gonna invite me over?
Well, I don't know. Then it's 2-1.
Yo,
I'll tell you what. I'll invite you over if I can find somebody else rooting for Jacksonville.
I'll get someone to.
You find
I'll
somebody
find
to
someone.
root for Jacksonville.
All right.
To make it even, 2-2. Okay.
That's,
At least make it a level playing
I'm
field
gonna be
for me.
decked out on Eagles shit,
And
then
you know
I'll be
what?
like,
You know what? I think that would be a good game. And whether look, everybody knows Jacksonville. This year they're kicking ass. The other years they were pissed, step on, whatever.
yeah.
Philly, they're a good, strong team. This year Jacksonville's a good, strong team. They're both good, strong teams. However, they both choke.
Honestly, this year it's not about choking, Kevin. I'll tell
But
you
I
why.
think that's why it's going to be a good game. It's not going to be who plays the best. It's going to be who chokes the first.
I don't think so. No.
I do.
Both teams now, Kevin. Both teams been facing a lot of injuries. Okay, a lot of setbacks, a lot of things, but they still progress and they still prevail. You know what I mean? I don't think it's about the choking this time. It's honestly less. It's all about putting the right players, the right positions, the right moves, the right plays, the right calls.
One bad
what
for
it's gonna
Philly is Wentz is out.
Well, but Foles, he proved himself in a couple playoff. He made playoffs. For the Eagles a few times, or once, I think, whatever it was. But Foles proved himself to he could be an asset, but he also chokes. So you're talking about choking. You should look at Foles.
That's what I'm talking about. You know
Foles
what I mean?
is just he has a lot riding on him.
It's going to be
He's
a good
filling
game.
huge shoes, so I don't see him prevailing. I love my Eagles. I'm a diehard fan. No offense, but I see him
As much as I'd like to see Jacksonville and Pittsburgh, or Jacksonville and Philly,
yeah.
I'd like to see Pittsburgh and Philly too.
No, I'm not looking forward to that because
that'd be cool.
Steelers right now,
no, but I'm just
they're
saying,
on fire. They're crushing
two
us.
Pennsylvania teams in the Super Bowl. That'd be cool.
Philly and Jaguars choking in the past years. Yeah, okay, this year's different. I'm telling you because it's just like I said. We have a great team, a great coaching staff, both teams all around. I honestly think it's going to come down to the coach's call. It's not about the players.
Well, and it's going to come down to who wants it more too.
Well, both teams are going to want it a lot.
Yeah, and both teams choke a lot. So that's
I
what
don't
I'm saying.
I'm telling you, choking
when was the
is
last
not
time?
a fucking
Okay, yes,
thing.
it is. When was the last time Philly's been in the playoffs? How many times?
A lot.
Okay, and how many Super Bowls did they have?
3. Well, no Super Bowl wins, but 3 appearances.
See my point.
Right.
They choke.
Well, I mean, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's been in the playoffs a couple times, not in recent memory, but when they first started, Jacksonville was in the playoffs like 5 out of the first 7 years. Okay, and every time they choked. So it's going to be a choking game if it's Jacksonville. All I'm going to say is yes, you can come down and watch the Super Bowl at the house because we'll have a big feast, a big party like we did last year.
We'll
have
a
the
lot
ribs
of food,
and all that crap and everything.
A lot of
However,
alcohol.
only if you find somebody to come down and root for Jacksonville
All right,
my side too.
Listen,
then it'll be 2-1, and I'll feel beat up.
Listen, people have talked about it. If anyone's in Jacksonville, please message me on my personal page and let's hook up. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that now because we don't even know what that
No, we don't know. Jacksonville could,
So, let's see.
I mean, we're in the playoffs. We clinch playoffs.
Right, so let's not worry about the last 2 games here.
It's if we win, we'll clinch. We'll actually clinch the playoff. Right now, we can still clinch with a wild card. If we lose both games, we'll still clinch with a wild card. Well, I'm not. I don't know. We're going against San Francisco this week,
They have nothing to prove.
and
They're
then
done.
and then we have Tennessee the last week, which
Tennessee
is going to be the good game.
It's going to be a
next
game,
week's
but
gonna be
I'm
the
telling
game.
you, Rams is going to beat the living shit out of them. They're going to have injuries.
I hope.
I'm telling you, Rams are a really, really physical team, and they're going to hurt people in that game. I'm telling you.
If Tennessee loses, we can lose the next 2 games, and we clinched the division.
Yeah. Yep. So
Or if we win, we clinch the division. Because we're 2 games up on.
if I was
Penny right
Jacksonville, I would have get your key players out this game. Sit them.
No, because if we lose this game, we need those key players for the Tennessee game. Okay? Jacksonville and Tennessee are like the rivals. Okay? We need to beat Tennessee. That's a must. Okay?
Yeah, I guess.
If
so,
we
yeah.
lose tonight. So if we win tonight, then I can see benching the first players for the Tennessee game, put the second round in,
Yeah, because
second strings, and
you
let
always
them
want to
play.
get your second string warmed up because in case there's injuries.
Exactly.
You know,
Then
there's
let
gonna
them
be
play
injuries.
Tennessee, and if we lose, it doesn't matter. We still clinch the division.
In the NFL, the playoffs is like I said. There's going to be injuries. Oh God, it's
There's
very
so
physical.
many. This is a good season. You look at the AFC and the NFC. Both of them have teams that are riding on these last 2 weeks. I mean, the pictures can play out so many different ways on both AFC and NFC,
Yeah.
depending on who wins, who loses. I mean, nobody has anything. Philly doesn't even have home field yet, and
will
this
tonight.
is week 15, and nobody clinched home field. Like,
Well, Green Bay
So-
was supposed to do that for us. Thank you, Green Bay Packers. You guys freaking suck. Speaking of Green Bay, do you read about Aaron Rodgers breaking the IR rule?
No, is that why he's benched?
No,
I thought he was injured.
Well, see, he was injured, right, for that collarbone, right? And since they lost playoff chances, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're out. You know what I mean? So they had to bench him and put him back on IRs to keep him safe. Well, see, the rule is he has to inherit a new injury for him to qualify for the IR, and they didn't do that. They just threw him back on IR, and that's what happened.
Well,
so
would that really be his fault, or would that be Green Bay's fault?
It'll be Green Bay's fault, the coaching staff. Now
Because they did it.
the rules are they're supposed to release him.
Right.
So it's going to be a very interesting next couple days because there's going to be a lot of arguments and.
Well, I know last night he looked pissed on the sidelines.
Yeah, he wanted to play, but they wanted to save him. You know what I mean?
And that's probably why they want to. You know what I mean?
And the only way for them to do that is put him in IR, and that's their mistake.
Because they know damn well they'd have come after him last night.
Oh,
if he played,
they would've
they'd
smashed
have
him.
screwed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so that's why they did that.
they made a mistake and put him back in
dirty
IR.
play.
The rules are he has to get a different injury to qualify to go back to AR. Now, if it was 6 weeks prior to the last injury, then it would be a
But
different
here's
story.
the thing. Let me ask you this. I don't think there is, but I could be wrong. There's nothing saying that if he's on the active list that he has to play as the first string.
I don't know how that works.
Do you know what I mean? If he's active, he'll have to be, active second string, or he'd have to be on the active roster in case the QB gets hurt. But there's nothing that says they have to start him.
Yeah, but him going to IR will activate.
Well, that'll keep
two
him out.
different
Right,
three
that'll
different
keep
QBs.
Right, that'll keep him out of the line, so they don't have to play him.
Right.
But they could have, you know what I mean, kept him to avoid this mess debacle. They could have kept him on the active list, but just not started him.
That's the thing about NFL. There's so many new media covering players, but we don't know the real truth. What's happening behind closed doors? So maybe they had a good reason to bench him and put him on AR. Maybe he had a different injury. We just don't know about it. They don't want to talk about it. They're keeping it quiet. They have that right. So, I think that's what's happening right now. There's a lot of things happening behind closed doors, and that's what Trent Cole.
That always happens.
Trent Cole, same thing. I think there's a lot of happening.
Yeah, there's something bad. There's something going on there because, like I said, I can't see somebody like Trent Cole retiring a game before the end of the season and right before the playoffs, knowing full well your team is in the playoffs. So there's something going on
With the
behind
record
closed
of
doors there.
what is it, 13-2 or
Something like that.
yeah, 13-2. You don't
You don't retire on that. You know,
You
whatever. Hey, again, nothing against him. He's a good player. Just there's something else
I
going
want to
on.
know. I really want to know the truth, but I guess we will never find out. We might find out next week, but it just maybe we're not knowledgeable enough to understand the NFL how it works. Maybe I'm gonna listen to the sports
See,
radio.
you're not even paying attention to the things here.
Yeah, I am. I read out the comments.
No, even JR said you can do good in the original season and choke in the Super Bowl. And you know what? That makes a good point. That is because, it's like you build up for this main thing, and now all of a sudden everybody's watching you, focuses on you in this main game.
Yeah.
And the stress is higher that you do good, so
Yeah.
you choke. And I'm not just saying for Philly, NFL, anything. You prepare yourself to do a speech or something. Just anything. You prepare.
But
and
see, with a
then comes the speech. You're like, shit.
yeah, but see, with Trent Cole, when it comes to a player like that, as successful as he was, if it was nothing happening or nothing wrong was happening, he would have had a speech for that. He didn't speak out. He didn't. There's no speech. There's no
Well, he didn't retire yet either.
Well, I mean, he announced it.
He announced his retirement, but as far as a speech, there's
something wrong, man. I don't see him retiring tomorrow night. I'm telling you.
Something's behind the scenes.
Trent Cole, man. Come on, man. What's happening, brother? Jesus.
I don't know. Something's definitely weird.
All right. Well, okay. So Jaguars going to win tonight. It's going to be a close game because there's so much.
I don't think it's going to be close. If Jacksonville wins and does what they're supposed to do, Jacksonville's going to hold San Fran to just field goals.
Okay, that's if they're going to hold, because I'm telling you, he's going to bench a few players.
Dude, Jacksonville's defense is number one. I mean, they're teal curtain, baby. That's finally the teal curtain is back. It's about damn time.
I'll give Jacksonville maybe a touchdown and a field goal ahead of the 49ers.
10 points, huh?
Yeah, 10 points. And Eagles tonight versus Raiders, it's going to be by a field goal. I'm not good at guessing.
What about Tennessee and Rams?
Tennessee Rams. Hey, mute me. I got a phone call on port 1.
He's got a phone call on port 1. Right. He's got a phone call. So.
Hello? Yeah.
Oh, I guess he's got an important phone call. So it's just me. Woohoo! So anyway, if Jacksonville wins, that's good for me. It's about time somebody.
Of course.
Jacksonville finally gets recognized. So I've been a Jacksonville fan since they came out. They just sucked the whole time. So he. Sean's listening to me in one ear and on a phone call in the other ear. I hope I goof him up.
Well, if you know? Kevin's and I'm still on the show, just hang out, I guess, right? Or are you busy?
Let's see. Should we sneak in? Listen.
What's that? You got to go to Hamburg. Shoot. Oh. All right. Well.
Whatever happened to when they call, we put him on the air, but he kept this one private.
Call Sierra.
So I wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his
you know what? Let me call
something.
her, and then I'll call you back. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Kevin, did you unmute my mic? I hate you, dude.
Whatever happened to when somebody calls, we put them on the air?
Yeah, but that's just let's call the ex-wife.
So you're gonna put her on the air?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Put it on speakerphone.
It's on speaker.
Ooh, the drama.
Yeah.
You sound healthy. Are you tired?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Tired.
All right. What's your plans today? What's that?
I don't know why.
I don't know. Sam called me, and I'm in the middle of a show.
Boy, they're.
I'm off right now, and I got like a half hour left.
I guess that thing
And I
meant
was
cut
told
me.
that
I don't know.
I was planning to pick them
So
up
anyway,
12:30.
I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to try and get this show on a regular basis so people can show up.
What?
If Philly wins, they get home field advantage for the playoffs. Yes, that's what we're talking about, and it would be nice. It would be nice, but so far they didn't clinch. They didn't clinch home field advantage, and that's nobody clinched a home field advantage, and that's what we're talking about. It's already so late in the season that nobody clinched. So there's a lot riding in the AFC, a lot riding in the NFC. That comes down to these last two games, which I think is pretty funny. You know, pretty good. It's going to be good last 2 weeks, I think, of football. He's still on the phone?
No, I'm back.
Okay, he's back. So he says.
Sorry, guys. It's called co-parenting at its finest.
Shit.
I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like, it's against the rules for me to do my show and all that. Yeah, you know, it's
You're getting a call back, huh?
no. It's just I don't get it
Why can't you do your show?
because it's against the rules apparently.
Says who? Huh? Dick.
Hang on, I'm texting.
In the middle of the show.
Yeah, all right, I'm good. Anyway, so let's finish this out. So Jaguars versus 49ers. I see a 10-point lead on that. Philly wins by 10, or 3, excuse me. And
Rams.
Rams is gonna smash them. I can't wait for that game, honestly. To be honest with you.
Well, here's my prediction. You ready?
Yep.
I'm going to go way off the ball here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say Philly is going to pull it within a field goal.
All right, wait. Hey, if Philly wins, they get home field advantage for playoffs.
I already said that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I already got
Stressful
that.
last 2
Yeah,
weeks.
You were still on
Yes.
the phone. So I say Philly is going to win by a field goal. The Rams and Tennessee game, I'm going to say, you know, Rams are playing really, really good this year. But I'm going to say, I just have a feeling Tennessee's going to win that game.
No.
I really do.
We're gonna
see
beat the Rams.
we're gonna see what happens here
Are
in
you
another hour.
stupid?
In another hour, we're gonna
They're
see.
not gonna even get
I don't
close
know.
to beating
I
the Rams.
Don't know.
The
I'm
Rams
gonna
are
say-
just all three. Like they pass, they run, their defense.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm gonna call Tennessee on that one.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
We'll talk afterwards. I may be totally wrong, but I think Tennessee. And as far as the Jacksonville game, that's going to come out one of two ways. Either we're going to lose, or we're going to slaughter them. I don't think Jacksonville game's going to be close.
It's
I
gonna be
really
close.
don't. I don't think it's going to
It's
be
gonna
close.
be close.
It's
You gotta look at these
either
games
we
near the end of
lost.
the
If it's
season,
close,
or-
that means we lost. If we win, we're going to slaughter. So I don't know. We'll see. So there's my prediction for those three.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, here we
We'll
go.
see the end of the day.
We'll see. I'm telling you, Rams are gonna demolish.
And I kind of hope so, because that just means then Jacksonville clinched. You know, I do hope Tennessee loses today,
Yeah.
but
maybe.
I don't know. Something's telling me. I don't know. I think Tennessee has a pretty good shot here.
Yeah. Great. All right.
We'll
So
see here in a couple hours.
you know, guys, Merry Christmas Eve, Happy Holidays. Oh, that's why we can't say Happy Holidays anymore. We gotta say Merry Christmas. Or our leader says so, or some shit. I don't know. I thought that was funny. Anyways, it's gonna be a great day for football, and as everyone noticed, this is all about football today because it's Sunday. Go football. You know, so
We'll have a lot to talk. Are we doing a show tomorrow?
yeah. Christmas Day, fuck yeah. There's gonna be people with their new devices, new iPads and shit like that. Yeah, we're gonna go. I just want the Cowgirls to lose these next two games. Gary, I agree, but it's not gonna happen. I'm telling you, they're gonna win at least one of those last two games. So, no, I get it, but no, I'm just telling you, they're gonna win at least one and lose the other. That's my prediction.
So where does that put them then? If they win, where does that put them?
They're out. They're done.
Dallas is out?
Yeah. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gary. I believe Cowboys out. Yeah, I believe they're out.
I thought they still have a chance for a wild card.
Or they could be in the hunt. But they still have to win both games, no matter what. They could be in the hunt. So if they win these next 2 games, I think they get a wild card. I don't know. Yeah, they're already out. Okay. Thank you, Junior. All right, cool. All right, but anyways, guys, all about football. We're going to be posting all day about scores and shit like that for the predictions we got. And, hey, like I said, this is the last time I'm going to mention these guys. This is the last day for Japan 4, but go check them out, like their page, share their page. Great, great, great cover band. Soon they're going to have covers. And our next band we're going to be covering is, oh my God, Taking Action.
Also, coming up on the show, we have an actual phone line now.
Yep.
That people can call in. We didn't set it up today, but maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll get it set up. People can actually call into the show now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Now,
people are going to be calling.
We have guests via mobile, so like we did last night with Chris.
I do have a couple guests next week.
That was pretty cool. So you don't have to come in the studio. You can do it in the comfort of your own shitter.
Yep. You can take a shit and be on the show. Whatever floats your boat. Gary, since you're in here, I'm going to private message you. I got to talk to you. All right. Anyways, like I said, like Kevin just said, we're going to have we're going to have people calling in. We're going to have video interviews, so you don't have to have anyone coming to the studio. It's going to be great. All right, so look forward to it. Let's get this football day out of the way.
Go Philly, go Jacksonville.
Anyone's going out shopping, last minute shopping, be safe.
Be safe.
A lot of people out there is going to drive like dumbasses.
Hope everybody gets what they want.
Yep. Be safe. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. See you guys tonight or tomorrow, whatever. We'll let you know. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.